Before practice, Myles Garrett met with the media, was asked if there's a sense in training camp this year that it will be more physical and competitive than it has been the last couple of years.
For sure. I mean, even talking about it today, the D-line has put a real emphasis on one-on-ones during practice. Having a board, a setup for wins and losses, and just taking hold of that. Looking at it where, the guy with the most wins is probably going to be the guy who's lining up on Sunday. The guy with who's getting off the quickest, or beating this guy compared to this guy. I think all those things will be taken into account, and it'll be something that the whole team pays attention to instead of just our groups individually.
And again, that's one of the things I'm going to pay attention to is do they do a more physical and more competitive and higher intensity? Because that wasn't the case the last couple of years.
And this isn't the first player we've heard say this offseason, and obviously coming from Myles Garrett holds a lot of weight. But Grant Delpit, I wrote on this a few months back for the OBR during OTAs. He talked about the intensity and the physicality and all being at a much higher level. And that was before training camp, that was before pads are coming on here shortly and before these joint practices in a couple of weeks. And I really like him talking about there being competition. I often think competition amongst teammates brings out the best in everybody, but he's talking about, we're marking wins and losses and you want to beat this guy and you want to beat that guy. And it's like, we've seen that with the Guardians in the past when then like Jose will have like home run competitions, with other hitters who can lead the team and things like that. And I think it's led to friendly competition that made the team better. And I don't see really that big of a downfall in doing that approach. So we've now heard multiple times like, yep, more competitive, more intense, which how are you going to get all these quarterbacks enough reps to decide who's the guy? You got to get more reps in each individual practice, and you're not allowed to make practices longer. That stuff is really set in stone by the CBA. So you've got to be going faster. You've got to be more physical. You've got to get more in the same amount of time. So yeah, that's exactly what I'm watching too. But at least so far, it seems like that is the plan.